Press 1. If you are seeking mental health services or would like to make a referral, press 2. For medical record requests, press 3. For everything else, press 4. This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. Good morning. Thank you for calling the Psychotherapy and Counseling Center. My name is Anisha. How can I assist you?
Good morning. I'm calling to see if you could connect me with my therapist because my phone is still off and we were supposed to have a voice call appointment.
What's your date of birth so we can access your chart?
January 26, 1982.
Your name is?
Ilona Ramazanova.
Okay, Ayana, is this the best callback number ending in 4457 for you or the one you're calling us at?
The one that's for when?
So we have a number here that ends in 4457.
Yeah, but that phone number is off right now, so I'm using my friend's phone.
Okay, you would like to give you a call back at this number just in case we get disconnected?
If you get disconnected, I'll call you back because it's not my phone.
No problem.
I don't always have access to it.
I totally understand. All right, let me go ahead and place in a brief hold. Let me get in contact with the therapist and see if she's available to speak with you.
Okay.
No problem. 1 second. Thank you for holding you, and I'm going to transfer you over to Tanya now. Is there anything else that I can help you with?
No, that's all.
All right, thank you for calling NYPCC.
Thank you.
Have a great day. You're being transferred now, so. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hi, Alona. I was literally calling you when you called. How are you?
Well, I'm horrible. Thanks for asking. I couldn't turn my phone back on because at first I was waiting for my Access HRA to process a document. They were going to send me an e-notice of my budget letter because the first person I spoke to, they wanted that document. And then like yesterday and Friday I was on the phone with them. They're just giving me a hard time. I'm not even sure who I have to reach out to get this fixed now. And it's all because somebody, and I believe it was out of spite, put in a clerical error of my birth date. And now I have a really hard time proving it because I'm one of the few people that would have a very difficult time. I would have to pay out a lot of money if, I was ever forced to do so, to get a birth certificate, because I was not born in this country. I was born in Russia, and I don't have proof of birth other than what's on my welfare ID, and for some reason they're not taking it, even though last year they took it. But this is not the cake topper. On I think Thursday I went to check to see when I was having a deposit for my food stamps, which is how I eat, and my cash assistance, and it said that I only had a deposit made for my food stamps. I mean, not my food stamps, my cash assistance, which is like lousy because my food stamps is a lot of money. It's like $500, like a little bit over $500, and my cash assistance is only $140. So I'm like, all right, and then when I call on my card to check my balance, it says I have zero balance. And I'm like, all right, well, and when I go on my website, it's not, it says that it was deposited on the 9th, but I believe Thursday was the 7th or the 8th. So I checked in advance, and it said my rent was paid out, and my cash assistance was deposited. And this was before the 9th, but it says, oh, it's on the 9th. So I'm like, oh, there's something wrong with this website, because there's always something wrong with that website. I was writing to them anyway. They were telling me disconnect it, reconnect it, because it was only giving me like my fares, which is like the Metro card, the free Metro card that I get. It's not a free Metro card, but it's a reduced fare Metro card. And they told me disconnect and reconnect, which I don't know. Somebody that doesn't understand the system, they're gonna think, well, something went wrong. It has to do with some changes you were trying to make. Nope. Somebody hacked it, or somebody stole it, because guess what, come the 9th, the deposit is still not there. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe they made a mistake. Maybe they're gonna make a deposit on my regular day, which is like the 12th, because usually I get it on the 12th. And I call, and just in case, I go to check the transactions, because it also tells you when the deposit is made. And it's still saying, the statement's still saying on the 9th, the $140 was deposited into my account. And lo and behold, you'll never believe this, there was a withdrawal as well. And I did not leave my house. I did not leave my house, and I don't know what the hell is going on. And right now I'm on, I'm not on the phone, but I asked for a call back. These people are very, hard to reach, notoriously hard to reach. And I'm waiting for them to call me back to tell me what's going on. So I feel super processed. I feel like, some of these people are being less than helpful. They know what's going on, perfectly well. But they have to process me in some manner that's helpful to them. And I feel like that's an injustice to me. And I was cracking up last night. I was like, what the hell? How are they, how is the system even making any money? I feel like they're, I was cracking up in Russian. They're eating my farts, because that's all I could give them. I'm not a rich person. You could rob me, and you're not going to make any money off of me. I'm $140. So I don't know what the hell, how do you even split that if you're a gang? It's a lot of money to me and you. It's not a lot of money if you're running some sort of scheme, And I'm super mad, and I'm stressed out because I don't even know. I have food in my fridge, and I don't even have backup money. I don't have anything saved or anything like that. And I'm sitting there thinking, can I even call anyone to borrow $20 or something? And I'm sitting there thinking, oh my god, these fucking pests, they want me to run down like a fucking chicken head and wait on them. They're making money on processing me in this manner. And I'm just wishing this whole world to hell, because fuck this shit. If it was made clear to me somehow that I'm undeserving of these welfare funds in some other form, then I would accept it and find some other means of survival. I am an intelligent individual. But what the hell are you doing is my question, because it's one of those things you're gonna have to explain, and why does everything lousy have to happen to me? Why? Because I would have my theories, and I think it would be unintelligent of anyone that knows me and knows what's going on not to have theirs.
Yeah.
So I don't even know, because I know you're gonna tell me you don't know what it is, but that's what's on the forefront of my mind right now. On top of that, I bought coffee creamer. It wasn't even money. It was $3.50 or something. And I felt very poisoned when I drank that coffee creamer. I think somebody put tranquilizers in that coffee creamer. So now that coffee creamer is sitting in a bag right by my trash can, because I cannot drink that coffee creamer. And it's just coffee creamer. Like, what the hell, you know?
Yeah. Wow. That's horrible. That sounds so bad that you are going through all of this. And so for somebody to use your card, is that...
See, I'm gonna try to find out what it is, because I looked online and it said that there is stuff like that going on in New York, which is making me sad too. They said it's called, I love it when they like come up with stupid internet terms. Skimming is called, and that's when they attach like a device to the reader in like a store, and there's like a billion gajillion filthy stores everywhere throughout New York City, and you don't know who's working there. They close shop, they open up shop. They're not responsible, you know. It's just that I didn't even go outside, and I'm thinking that this might not be what I think it is. What somebody would say, oh, this is that thing, the skimming thing. I think it could be like a computer error, because the deposit was made before the actual date that they said the deposit was made also. And like, if indeed somebody did steal it, like, they would have to investigate that. I just hope they give me like money and food stamps like right now, because we need food, you know. And that's messed up, and that really like makes me very angry, because it's again one of those things with like blatant, this did effing happen, you know. There's like a paper trail that this happened. I did not do this to myself, and I'm not making this up. Why is this happening, you know? And it needs to stop. Because anything like emotional, it could be like, oh, maybe she's being too emotional. Maybe, you know, like if I say somebody looked at me funny, like a lot of people will be like, well, how funny, you know, what do you mean they looked at you? Or I heard somebody talking or something. They'd be like, well, maybe she just heard something. But this is like disgusting, like, and it's, you know, all the time something's like this. And these people make me mad too, because I feel like half these people that are working, they're just trying to like drag it out, like whatever process is, and like there's like nothing that I could do. There's nothing that I could do, because like if I like reduce myself and I like beg and act like a cute puppy, sometimes they treat me worse than if I'm demanding, you know. And sometimes I feel like it doesn't matter how I behave. Like, they have their plan, and they're gonna run through it. And I wish I could say I was just a number to them, you know, and oh, that hurts my feelings, but that's not the case. Like, a lot of these people, they have it in mind, on their mind, because they don't like me, to disservice me, you know. And you don't know which ones either. You don't know which ones really have it in for you, because like that stupid thing with the birth date, and now I have to fix it. And it's just to show, like, when people don't like their jobs, you know, and they can't appreciate what they're getting paid or something, they'll go, and you could even bribe them, you know, to do a disservice to somebody. And it makes me angry and sick, and I don't even know what to talk about anymore, because I don't know, you know, they're just like wasting my time. And like, my kid like had to spend his weekend alone because of this. Like, I'm in the room with him, but I'm like on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's very frustrating. Yeah. So, I can see how that can be extremely frustrating, especially when you're not having like any home space and stuff. I think that's very We need food. That's a human need, human necessity.
Yeah, exactly. And when I say something like this food is no good, like people go, oh well, prove it. Prove this food is no good. They're not gonna go eat it with me. But this sort of thing, it's like, registered somewhere. You know, I wonder if they're gonna give me a hard time proving that I did not make that withdrawal. I hope they don't, because the thing is that they made some sort of mistake. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, and not like somebody just ripped me off, like some hacker ripped me off, because they didn't deposit the food stamps either, the HRA. It's just that if the system's gonna be so dysfunctional, like people might as well just rely on love and charity, like from like their neighbor or their friend, because this sort of mistake, like you'd expect it from people that are doing it out of love and charity. But when people are reliant on this and they have faith, like financial faith is like a major motivator to any American, then that's just disgusting. That's just dumb and rude, and people are gonna like make fun of it, and there's nothing you can do to stop them because it's real,
Yeah. No, it's tough. It's a tough situation to be in. Yeah. Have you tried? What does HRA? Is it HRA say? Like, have you tried contacting them?
I'm waiting for them to call me back. I contacted them through email, but it wasn't in regards to this issue. They did respond to me quickly. So now I'm contacting them through email, and I'm on the phone with them. I'm waiting for them. Like, I'm in a queue for them to call me back. I don't want to run to the nearest office where there's like a million people there, I just don't want to. I want to see if they press me to do it, if they force me to do it, okay. I mean, but I don't know. I feel freaking heavily manipulated. I do. Because like when you don't like have food or basic needs or something like that, and I'm just sitting there thinking, like, well, you did this. Somebody did this. It's not my fault, There's evidence to that. So whoever's trying to get me disheveled, like anybody with half a brain would find like some sort of sympathy towards my situation. Maybe they don't like my character personally, but if we say person X had to go through this and that, they would say like, wow, that's a load of bullshit. Like, excuse my language,
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping they call me back. They have to call me back before 5. And I'm on Dima's phone too, which makes it super uncomfortable, because his mom's gonna call him, and he really doesn't have, like, he loves talking to his mom, and she's in Ukraine right now, and they just like flooded a city. I don't know if you heard,
No, I haven't been keeping up with the news because it just be too much for me sometimes. So I haven't been keeping up with the news.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's gonna want his phone back, but he wants me to get my food stamps too. So like right now he's
of course,
just chilling, but
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that you do get your food stamps. Hopefully this is just like a misunderstanding or something along those lines.
That's what I'm thinking, because like I can't imagine if somebody stole this from me. I can't imagine like people would just say people stole this from me, and then they would have to resolve this issue, because like that's like hacking and stuff, and like I wouldn't be able to even open my mouth about it, because I had problems with like electronics before that people were doing illegal things on them, and because I'm not an authority, because I don't have a degree, like people just don't listen to me, so I can't imagine that's what happened. I don't know, I'm sitting here hoping that it has something to do with an HRA mistake, which then they'll resolve it quickly, you know, because. But I wouldn't put it past this hood to do stupid stuff like that, because they've actually stolen like they stole Dima's benefit card in one of the stores, and he's like very timid, and he came home and he's like and he's got this weird mentality that if I can't prove it, it didn't happen. You know, he's kind of sick like that. If I can't prove it, it didn't happen. And that was lame of him, but I knew this guy, and I thought, man, he just took his card, like, because he just came home, he paid for whatever it was, and he came home without his card, and that's a loser, man. You own a store, you're gonna steal somebody's card like that. So I'm saying, like, I wouldn't put it past them. One time he came over, and it was in this pharmacy, he got a prescription, and half his prescription was missing, like the top was popped open.
Oh my God.
So he called his doctor. Yeah, and I know him. I know he didn't take it, you know. And he called his doctor, and they had to call the pharmacy, and he had to go back and give it back to them. And that's kind of sick too, you know. Because it's like everything. I understand sometimes one thing happens to you, but it's like everything.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I go? Because like I keep looking at my phone, and I'm afraid, because it's like his phone, I'm afraid that like I won't get like a beep or something, and I'll miss the call back from them.
Yeah, no, I understand, yeah. Let's hang up, and hopefully this was just like an honest mistake, and hopefully you'll be able to get and prove them. But, yes, it's fine. I'll follow up with you next week then, okay?
Okay. Take care.
Alright, bye-bye.